Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you guys tomorrow, now 6 o'clock, I'm officially going to go ahead and get up. Obviously, I did wake up at like 5. I had to go tinkle, but I knew that it wasn't from itch issues, right? So if it was a little bit later in the month, then we would know for sure it was itch issues. But unfortunately, or actually, thankfully, right, not unfortunately, thankfully, it was not any itch issues that was causing me to wake up to go tinkle. So I'm probably gonna just wake up now and then take it nice and slow with breakfast. I do feel obviously energized, but I want to make sure that it's able to last throughout the day. I don't do it too hard, right, today. And like use up all my energy that I have now. Because again, I have to really start to practice, right, everything, and that way then I can get, well, at September, whenever it comes time for like September and stuff, I'm gonna basically know, my limits and stuff, and then I'm also going to know, if it's gonna be worth me, taking, or I'm sorry, kind of like how I had planned with if I go to Cherry Springs again, right? So obviously, like I said, go during the time of the new moon, right? But the new moon this month is on a Monday. So it's like, well, do I actually take off that Tuesday? Do I go in a couple hours later, right? So this right here, especially with running, I'm probably not going to run again the day before or the day of Cherry Springs, but it's still good to check it out and just kind of see how well I'm able to do, right? So take this, right, and use this as like a learning place, right? Because coming up here in June, yes, it is, next week, right, during the new moon, it's going to be very vital that I know, so I can get the full effects, right, of my money, right? And then obviously not, oh, it's this shirt. I was like, what the heck? That's weird. It's like, no, I better not be doing that on camera, right? It's like, let's get in the shower. No, okay, let's not get in the shower together, guys. Anyhow, so, like I said, though, it'd be a good idea to know that. So, very happy and excited to see how well I do this morning here, sleeping in an hour, and then really work on that pace adjustment. And even my energy score had said that yesterday. So, again, very happy and excited to see how all of it happens today. And kind of see, my energy score at the end of the night, So, anyhow, guys, let's officially go ahead and get on out here, and then let's officially get some breakfast. I'll talk to you guys in just a couple minutes. Alright, guys, so everything is officially now made. My bed and everything, obviously, and I got dressed into my morning outfit. Obviously, open up my blinds. I'm going to go shut off my lights, but I did want to show that pretty much every minute that you're filming uses a percent of battery, which is crazy. So, maybe I should invest in one of those. I've seen them before, but they're like it's like a little pill, right? Then all you have to do is have your USB, right? And then you plug in your USB to that thing, because it's already fully charged, so it has battery on its own, right? And then that battery helps your phone battery charge, right? So maybe I should invest in one of those, honestly. But anyhow, guys, let's officially go get breakfast. Oh, and also, you guys can see, look, this blue light now, it doesn't bounce out. So, actually, this phone isn't really good. It might actually be better in picture format. So maybe tonight, when I go to bed, I'll take a picture of it, and you guys can see, like, the blue light pretty much comes, like, right over to here, believe it or not. So, it's definitely good that I, banged that out, and got that out of the way. And now just that simple, smartwatch charger can cover it up. So anyhow, guys, let's go get breakfast. Probably gonna have, I think I still have just a little bit of yogurt, so I'll probably just finish that and just a bowl of cereal will do. And then, like I said here, after breakfast, I'll go to the store and I'll get, I had to get some water bottles, some gallon jugs, and then obviously milk and orange juice. And since the yogurt's going to be used this morning, I might as well just use yogurt. So, I could also have a bagel. I haven't had a bagel in a good almost week. So I think maybe we'll do a bagel. So anyhow, guys, let's go get breakfast. Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So it's now 7:53, obviously. I have 5,000 steps, believe it or not. So I did honestly take it slow. I just drank my 2 waters here all by myself. And then I officially went ahead and obviously then started in on my exercise. So now that it's officially, you guys hear, 8 minutes till 8, I'm going to go ahead and move my car. I'm going to take my Gram's car. I'm going to go get all of our groceries, and then I'm going to come back here and probably do some Wait, am I going to South Carolina? Well, you guys already know part of the trip will be South Carolina foliage, but what about Georgia foliage too? Wait, is there any North Carolina planned on the way back? Or will North Carolina actually be before South Carolina? Because, you know, they're pretty much the same. You know, like if I do just over the border, right, let's say. You know, is it going to be something like that? Again, I'm not going to share the exact details of my trip yet. But I definitely have a lot of good ideas planned. But anyhow, guys, so since I obviously didn't share yesterday, obviously Saturday session, right? So she's a maniac, right? At your 4-wheeler, right? In the woods, right? And she's smashing things like she's never smashed before, right? No, he actually doesn't say anything about trying to control her. It's just like, or like, obviously not control her. Well, in that case, yes, it is good control, right? If you control them, right? It's like, you can't take their hammer, right, from them. You know, you can't have somebody, you know, I mean, if there's a couple of them, right? Like, you can't have somebody just come out of the blue, right? All 3 of you guys can't, like, get, like, a, you know, quickly look at the geography, right, and find a way that the easiest way, right, of resistance, right? And 2 people do that while 1 person stays at the harder resistance, because everybody knows that's one thing where humans and physics obviously go together, right? So it's the path of least resistance, right? That's obviously in physics, right? So obviously it's going to, humans will want to do that too, right? So 2 people kind of get their own sticks and block her. And then whenever she goes to run the other way, the other 2 people will be right behind her, like behind her, right? And you tackle her down to the ground, you get the hammer, right? You throw it out, right? Again, that's a worst case scenario, but still, right? You know, so, and she's running through the woods like she's never ran before. Okay, guys, anyhow. So I kind of thought that was crazy. And then also, I didn't share on Thursday because I wanted to make it a Saturday session. Obviously obviously it's not quite like that, you know, but it's like taking the easy way out. It kind of goes off Charlie Puth's song, right? So sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. Obviously, I don't feel like giving up and be like, you know, screw it, right? But it is one of those things where, you know, so maybe they had 2 separate orders, right? And one order was on point, right? But the other one might have been a little bit more, right? You know, so yeah, you guys get the point. You know, than what they wanted. But, you know, that's that, right? Kind of thing. But I never, like, make it a point to always be like, well, this is what you get, right? For coming super, super late. This is what you get for not coming here often, right? For, you know, knowing that, you know, it's busy, right? And I'm the only person here, right? So this is what also other people get whenever they take the easy way out and don't want to work, right? You know, so obviously my coworker who just left, right? He obviously was all there by himself. And he had even said a couple times, like, before you came, like, it was kind of rough here for a while, you know? So it's like, you know, yeah, again, setting yourself for the, but it's not quite like Charlie Puth, but it's similar, right? Sometimes I feel like, but, and actually, no, it actually agrees with that too, because again, it's once in a blue moon, right? So it's not all the time where I'm just like, I guess it can be okay, right? You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. So anyhow, guys, um, yeah. So I kind of thought that was cool. But anyhow, guys, I'm officially going to. I don't know if I should let Graham know. I think I'll just go. And then once I come back, if she's not up, I'm gonna have to check on her. So, anyhow, guys, I'll officially go ahead and get going, get all of our groceries, and then I am going to have to sweep in here today. So I'll show you guys my rug. So you guys can see it is, um, yeah, just icky on this rug. So I have to sweep in there. And obviously maybe do a little bit of dusting here today. So it can be like a mini room touch-up as well. Small room touch-up Saturday. And then obviously my bathroom, I'll probably wait another week yet. So we'll kind of do just a small room touch-up. It doesn't need much, so we're not going to like full throttle clean it. But, it is. And also, I don't want to clean it quite yet, too. Like, for example, I don't need to do it underneath the bed for a while, but, like, the floor in here, I also don't want to do it quite yet, obviously, because the bug man was here on Thursday, when I was at the lake, Lake Racetown, guys. So, obviously, you don't want to, like wash up the chemicals, right? So that's obviously why Graham scheduled him for Thursday, because then obviously all of the rain just wouldn't wash it right away again. So that's cool. I still do have those red mites, and he said honestly that they like the windowsill, so where the sun comes in. So yes, I will obviously have to just kind of deal with it for a little bit yet, and then at some point this month we will try to get on the paddleboard again, so because actually it was crazy. Last night I saw a headline that one person had to be pulled from the Susquehanna, and I was like, oh my god, guys. But thankfully he held on to a log, right? But he would have had hypothermia if he didn't. So I think that was WNEP. I don't think that was Harrisburg area. No, I think it was WNEP. I think it was in Lackawanna County. So, like, way up at the start of the actual Susquehanna. Not the West Branch, but the actual Susquehanna. Because I don't know where the actual starts. But anyhow, guys, like I said, and also another really cool quick thing I was thinking of as well. So, since there's that dam there on the Susquehanna, right, about 3 miles down, obviously, again, I can't get on right there. Actually, maybe from the other side of the shore I could. But anyhow, guys, that is where, that is also why I wouldn't see any tiger sharks, right? So, or I think, yeah, bull sharks maybe too. But again, those are the most aggressive kind. You have to watch out for them. But yeah, I'll have to look and see, like, where on the Susquehanna do you have to go? Or, like, again, just check out, like, the last dam on the Susquehanna, and just kind of get an idea, like, what would be a good place, right, to possibly get some shark films, right? So here in Pennsylvania. But I don't even know if they're going to be here yet, guys. Would bull sharks... I don't know, guys. I really don't know that. Because I don't know the water temperature right now in the Susquehanna. But, I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, they're already off the Carolina coast. I don't know. I'll have to look, right? When do sharks make it to the Susquehanna, or the Chesapeake Bay, right? When do sharks enter the Chesapeake Bay? And actually, it's really not that deep, honestly. There's only one part of the Chesapeake Bay that's super, super deep. So, I obviously probably wouldn't, I don't know actually if I would get a whole bunch. But I know there's a specific place, and I don't know if there's a launch pad there. I think there is. But there's like a specific place at the state parks of Maryland or whatever that they made, and you can actually go to the edge of the Susquehanna, and it literally, like, there's like a billboard there or like a little plaque right on a stick that says where the Susquehanna meets the Chesapeake Bay. I think that'd be really, really cool to go there, you know, and get on the paddleboard there, right? But yeah, we'll see. So, we'll definitely start though with the getting back on the paddleboard, right? We'll get on the anchor. I'll have to figure out, see, I don't know how deep stuff is, but I can figure it out. And regardless, the anchor will go, and then the rope will go until it's taut, and the paddleboard will just stay there, right? And we saw that out in, well, except out in Horseshoe Beach, it was already down there the whole way, right? So, yeah, we'll definitely have to, you know, again, just check out a lot of different things. But yeah, it was pretty, I mean, once it moved much, right? Like, that's crazy that it's 25 feet already, you know? But hey, I did really, really good, guys, honestly. So, now that I really felt good in the ocean, I can perfect coming here then, dropping it, and actually, like, filming with the GoPro the whole time while I'm doing it, right? And have it on the selfie stick, right? Because that, if you're not doing a GoPro drop, right, it'll be on the selfie stick. So actually show you guys, like, me sliding back on the paddleboard, you know. It's not like, oh my god, I'm back here so far, I'm gonna, you know, sink, right, and all of that. No, I didn't sink or capsize or anything, which was really, really cool, to know that my paddleboard is that durable, right? So that was also really, really cool realization as well. So again, guys, there's just a lot of really fun stuff coming up here for June and then July, and oh my god, guys, this is gonna be so much fun. So anyhow, guys, like I said, it's about a good 12-minute talk, so now it's definitely past 8 and I can go ahead and get dressed and go to the store. But yeah, we got a lot of good stuff coming up, so we'll call this So Excited Saturday again. Yeah, definitely a So Excited Saturday. So anyhow, guys, let's officially get to the store. Alright, guys, check this out. So obviously this is what it looks like from the stand-up level, but as I was doing my, you can really see it really, really good even down here, right? So what we're gonna do, we're going to do that obviously for the GoPro, right? Like I said, do things from the GoPro stance, right? Like right on eye level. So we're next time as well, whenever we do my bathroom, I'll put it in there, you know, like kind of right in line with the mirror, right? And then whenever I do my tub, honestly, like it'll be cool to like, maybe I'll get that mini tripod, honestly, like wrap it around. Maybe not though. But definitely like on where I stand in the shower, I'll definitely have all the bubbles, right, just running on down. That'll be really, really cool to do that, obviously, next time I clean. So yeah, we'll do the step up. There we go, step up in my room, right? Saturday, and that's what this will be called. Well, obviously, a lot of other things. Susquehanna talk, which also gets into the paddleboard talk too. So there's a lot of different bits and pieces of today's video. But yeah, we'll do it from, like I said, that stance, you know. And yeah, anyhow, guys, Grandma's up now, so let me go talk to her, and then I'll go get our stuff. You still want me to do the car wash?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking I have
I see that.
groceries.
Alright. I'm gonna go do that now. Get that done and out of the way. And I'll come back and get ready for my more research for down south this fall.
For what?
More research for down south this fall.
Hey everyone, your girl is here. So it's now officially 9:02. I'm washing Graham's car for her via car wash. Obviously, I do think she's a little bit obsessed, but hey, that's kind of something that you have to do, right, when you're older, Yes. Anyhow, guys, I will eventually be there someday too. So anyhow, guys, I'm sorry, Graham just texted me. Crazy. Anyhow, guys, so yes, obviously as well, I did want to come on, as well and share. Oh, there's also bird crap on here, she said. Anyhow, guys, like I said, she goes and gets the Amish occasionally, but you wouldn't think that she would be obsessed with what they think of her car, right? And hey, there might be a little dust on the bottle. Don't let it fool you about what's inside. Anyhow, guys, so yes, since I just showed, obviously, my picnic for today, I guess I can share with you guys. Obviously, I'm going bananas for these Georgia peaches, right? And finally, before I know it, they'll be here, except I just have to apply my mindset with the apples, and I have to apply my mindset with everything that's orange is actually peachy. So I have to apply my mindset from the past couple, to get through this final week here, right? And obviously this past week on my days off, I've had complete sunshine, right? So obviously that's why it's yellow too, right? So it might not be super, super yellow for today's picnic. I might not also get to a picnic today because it is kind of be a little bit cloudy, so might have to wait as well for the banana to be done. But yeah, like ripen a little bit, not be done. Ripen a little bit. So yeah, it might be a little bit, but we'll get there. So, yeah, that'll be today's picnic. Hopefully I can have it and it'll be nice and sunny. Because I always like the sunshine pictures, for when I'm doing my picnics and all of that. So, yeah. Other than that, guys, that is pretty much it, honestly, for a nice little mini update. And then, like I said, once I get home, I'll do my stuff and have a lot of fun. So, anyhow, guys, I'll officially go ahead and get done here. And then I'll talk to you guys when I'm back in my room. We'll be cleaning it. Here we go. Hey everyone, your girl is here. I'm officially home now. Obviously, we're going to do our dusting from the GoPro stance. But yeah, I just want to come on and show the balloon first before we go ahead and start in on it. So anyhow, let's start in on this dusting for today. And then I was also thinking about other, parts for my video while I was driving here. And also, if I don't get to a picnic today, obviously because it's not sunny right now, I'll call this, sneak a picnic in there, right? And that'll obviously be good because then you guys will be like, what do you mean sneak a picnic? I'm sneaking what my upcoming picnic will be. But if I put upcoming, it would obviously be a lot of characters, right? So anyhow, guys, let's go ahead and clean. Let's do some dusting. I definitely like this stance better too, honestly. Better than just head on. Look at that, guys. Also, guys, I never really showed you guys what's back here, honestly, but this is the cup that I got 2 Wednesdays ago. So, and then also, you guys can see back here, there is that light, obviously. So that goes right where I sleep, back there, which is obviously why I decide to cover that up as well. So, like I said, that blue light really helping you with your sleep. So anyhow, guys, let's officially do the top of this. There we go. Yeah. Not quite exactly on level, but I wanted to get the whole kit and caboodle. Alright guys, as everybody knows, it's always good to get all levels as well, because obviously a lot of people's breathing issues and such can obviously come from obviously a lot of minor allergies, but a lot of people do have the issue with breathing at night because the room is dusty. Obviously, yes, dust is all around. It will be something that always exists, obviously. me blinking, right? Blink, 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 blink. It's because dust exists, guys. So yes, every time your eyes blink, they remind you, right? So anyhow, yes, obviously a lot of people though do actually sleep better. You can't, well, don't quote me exactly on that, but I'm sure there's been a study, right, where people actually do sleep better when their room is less dusty. So yeah, anyhow guys, let's get into the next segment. Oh, there. Look at that, guys. Wait, let's start up here. Nice. Let's bring it over there. Alright guys, this one I'm going to have to do with my right hand. Film with the left. Perfect!
There has been a bird out here that just now tonight.
I just had my one donut. It's 9:58. About a good mid-morning snack here. I'm gonna have some of these, and then we'll get into the rest of today's video. We'll do this one standing up, though. Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. It says officially 10:25. I'm about ready to go get the mail. I did want to come on and share, obviously. I'm just going to call this So Many S Combos Saturday because obviously I shared my picnic, right? I spoke about 2 different songs, right, in my Saturday session, right? So it's a 2 for Saturday session, right? Haven't had one of those in a while. But it was also kind of shorter, too. And then obviously I talked about my running skills and all of that. So obviously, just so much planning for down south as well, right? Obviously now this is also another edition, which goes off what I've kind of been saying recently with this, like, yep, when I'm matching your energy, right? They have some really weird ways of going about it, you know, but their intentions are true. Yeah, right? They have the biggest heart you can ever imagine, right? So speaking of me watching Atypical, that is also something that is usually said most often during times where a person is autistic, right? It's like, and he had even said it in his, you know, video, his little snippets that he talks about being autistic versus neurotypical, right? So he had done the comparison. He's like, yeah, a lot of people just don't think you have empathy. You just have to help them understand, right? And then you'll realize that they have so much empathy that you just wouldn't ever. It's like a tsunami worth of empathy, right? Just coming onto you, right? Once they learn that you're having a rough time recently or something like that, you know? So that version of, yeah, you know, right? Surprise, good people get tired too, like the location one. Yes. So that is kind of something that, you know, goes off the don't manipulate, you know, oh, well, you can't talk like that. You know, and then also, I didn't share as well with that, is sometimes you're clearly not going to the extreme, but they take well, now you're just going to the extreme, right? To, again, avoid the uncomfortable conversation. It's like, I don't care that Adolf Hitler has killed 100 Jews in the past, you know,
let's just say, I don't even know how many, honestly, a day it was. I would have to refresh myself. I had 2/3 battery, Moo Moo. So anyhow, like I said, I'd have to refresh myself, but I know, like, it's like, I don't care, right? There's no reason to respond with this kind of extreme. Well, why do you think he's the single most person in history who has had the most, not suicide attempts, assassination attempts? Why? Because he did the evil control, and people did, I don't care, you just can't talk like that. Now you're just going to the extreme for saying that, you're, whatever that's been going on with you recently, is it justified by this extreme, right? A swear word is a swear word, right? Kind of thing, right? It's like, well, I mean, if it's clearly offending you, right, then clearly, right, don't you think that you should just take a step back and realize that and take it away from the library, right? Like I said, with the school board meetings. So, yeah, so we will definitely call this a so many S combos Saturday. It's like crazy. So many S combos Saturday. That's my second, guys. Second one this year. So we'll call it the second so many S combos Saturday. For reals. So speaking of atypicals, right? And speaking of avoiding, now you're just going to the extreme. It's like, no, you actually just don't want to take a step back, right? And you just have made up your mind that you're just going to be impossible to deal with. That's the issue here, right? So, yes. Anyhow, guys, let me go get the mail, and then we'll officially come on back here. So, yeah. So, anyhow, guys, talk to you guys soon. Hey, everyone, your girl is here. I'm here looking out here at the sun and the sky, and yes, guys, it does look like we'll have a picnic today, which will be really, really good. Honestly, I wasn't expecting or thinking I would have a picnic, but yes, indeed, I am. So that would be good, and then we'll just keep rolling on along. So, anyhow, it is now officially just before 11, so I'll probably watch some videos here for about half an hour, and then I'll officially get my picnic going with you guys, and then I'll get the video produced, and I'll do more research then tonight. I might also as well tonight catch up on some Pirates highlights, because I was only 2 weeks behind, right, at the start of May, well, about the middle of May. So probably catch up on them, but they've been doing really freaking good, guys. I'm definitely very happy and excited for their run here. They've been doing really, really well. I think they'll get it. I think they'll make the playoffs this year, guys. So, anyhow, guys, let me go ahead and do some research. And yeah, I just actually added, you guys will see some stuff, right? Like do location 1. Yes. So, and that's also another day that I have to put in my calendar, right? Well, why am I putting all the times that I say the location 1? Well, I mean, it probably should be pretty obvious to you guys, but if it's not, it will definitely be obvious at the end of the year. So anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later.
Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you guys today now. Obviously, I don't have out the banana today just because it needs to ripen, but I do have my banana muffin, and it goes off the golden rule, right? Since I just finished my, my apples, right? And the greens, right? And then the reds, and then I finished with the golden rule in the apples. So obviously, you still have all the basic necessities, right? Since again, I just got done with, Memorial Day was before that, right? So I still had all my necessities, even though it was pretty sweet based, right? So this time, since we just got done with the peaches, which was just after all the apples, right? Again, hence golden apples, right? We obviously are going bananas for these Georgia peaches, right? But just know they'll be here soon enough, guys. Almost time. And pretty soon, before I know it, I'm just going to wake up. I'm going to be doing my own little thing where I'll be out and about. And then I'm going to come home and boom, right on my front porch, guys, will be those Georgia peaches. So obviously super excited, right, for Georgia Peaches, you still have to follow your golden rule. Which is obviously time flies when you're having fun. So obviously in the time that just yesterday when I was crushing my run, it's already basically been, it has been a week yesterday, obviously, a week ago yesterday, so 8 days ago, right? Obviously, I was at the Turkey Hill Overlook Trail, and boom, now it's already Friday again, right? So obviously, you take that same mindset, and you apply it with the berries, except with the berries, you're like, time flies. Maybe you think about how fast the year has gone for you, right? And then you're like, okay, well, not that much longer. And this can be more enjoyable next year, right? So it's the little things in life, right? So yeah, nice little golden rule twist. Anyhow, talk to you guys later. Hey everyone, your girl List here. So obviously, yes, that will officially, this video, it's only 12:17, so I still got a good hour, honestly, and this video, I'm already a minute out of 16 through, so I still have 45 minutes after that. I will get into some stuff. Obviously, I blurred my search bar right now because, again, I am looking at certain things in South Carolina, so I can't show you guys what they are quite yet. But yes, obviously, we'll go ahead and watch this. I did also want to come on and share, speaking of doing anything to avoid facing your own soul. So obviously as well, for example, look at, and also real quickly, actually, it's so freaking cloudy now, which is awesome. I got out there just in time. So yes, for example, right, like I said, they're not self-aware enough, right? And sometimes, obviously, there's been a couple times where I've had to maybe nudge along or just share that I realized something on my page, right? Like maybe they're not being aware enough, right? Self-aware enough. So for example, right, so they're not self-aware enough that they're actually doing like body language, responding to you like, hey, you got some good points, right? And because they're continuing to show you with body language that they agree with you, hey, you got some really good points, right? And they can't find a way to appropriately then voice it, right? Like, hey, I really agree with you. You are right. Like, let's use the worthless officers, right? The very action of pointing a gun ends it done without any emotion behind it. And same with actually murdering someone. They're both the same, right? So for example, like, then they, then they start really getting, uptight, and they can tell that they're getting uptight at that point then, right? And then, you're the one with pathetic social skills because you're the one who just doesn't know that they just need a minute, right? Yeah, they just need a minute, right? They just need a minute. They always just need a minute, right? So yeah, you're somehow still the one with pathetic social skills though, right? And even if you, share different things that have happened in the past month, and say I've had 4 different times where I've actually helped people just like you, right? Become self-aware during the times that they're responding non-verbally, right? Yeah, you're hitting home right now, right? So yeah, right, like I said, you're still the one with pathetic social skills. Again, they've just made up their mind. They're going to be impossible to deal with. So anyhow, guys, officially, right, like officially Francesca, right? So officially, Alyssa will sign off for today and go ahead and watch her get ready for Italy. So anyhow, guys, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.